Now going over to the business blunder of the day, you have Kia. Well, they recall about 460,000 of their vehicles for fire risk, which is, yeah, not good, Kia. Now this is brought to us thanks to Gabe and Anaji over at USA Today, in which they say, quote, Kia issues park outside recall for over 460,000 Telluride vehicles due to fire risk, which, I don't know, I don't want to say F- for marketing, but that's a funny name for a vehicle. Telluride. It's kind of like the car's going to giving you a demand. Telluride. I don't want to. If I don't want to walk, get some, burn some calories. But nevertheless, going down more and more, and actually I'll try and find, close that pop up. Oh, there you just kind of see, that's a Kia. How did I have a picture of this thing? They say, quote, Kia's issued a park outside recall for 462,889 model year 2020 to 2024 Telluride vehicles because of a risk of the vehicle catching fire while parked or driving. According to the notice from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, the front power seat motor may overheat due to a stuck power seat slide knob, which can cause the vehicle to catch fire. The vehicle affects certain vehicles manufactured January 9th, 2019 to May 29th, 2024. The automaker is advising drivers to park outside away from structures until the recall repair is complete. Dealers will install a bracket for this power seat switch, which covers and replaces the back slide knobs free of charge, according to NHTSA. The owner notification letters are expected to be mailed by July 30th, 2024, or just tune into this show, since it seems to be half the business blunders are automotive related. And they say owners may contact Kia customer service at 1-800-333-4542. And if you want to call Kia, you can call them at 1-800-333-4532. And then the recall number for this is S as in Sam, C as in Cat, 316. Again, SC316 is the recall number, or you can call, heaven forbid, if you actually call the government and wait for their hotline, you can call the NHTSA Safety at 1-888-327-4236, which I can't mention the whole time for that government entity. But nevertheless, I can't imagine. And again, I'm not a fan of power seats. I think they're mainly a scam and useless. Well, I also like going to the track, so it's mostly dead weight getting the motors for those things. It's one of those things where you use once when you buy the car, and you really never use again. The only exception I can possibly conceive of is if, unfortunately, you have a situation where you have multiple people driving the same vehicle. Then it might make sense to have the magical memory seats. Even then, I mean, I'm trying to think. Maybe I'm biased because I never owned a vehicle with those. But even if I had one of those types of vehicles, I would think I'd probably just rip them out. Get rid of that weight, car can go a little bit faster, a little better fuel economy. It's actually interesting because, again, one of the biggest issues with cars is, how to get them to make better fuel economy. And one of the best, easiest ways is just to decrease the weight. Every 1% weight you can decrease is about 1% increase in fuel economy. And yet they still have these giant, heavy power seats, which, again, no one really uses. The fact that it could cause a fire, that's just pathetically ridiculous. It's even more inconvenient because now you have to park it outside. Now, I'm also not seeing this article an ETA for when you're going to get that replacement bracket manufactured, because again, they have to manufacture it, ship it out to the dealerships, and then subsequently they'll install it. And depending on the complexity of this to install, your vehicle might be out of production for an hour, a day, a week, or longer. So, and depending on your dealership, you may or may not have an opportunity for a loan vehicle, in which case you have to worry about maybe your insurance will or not cover it being getting a rental. So again, like every recall, it is free. It doesn't cost the consumer anything. But the dealerships are not happy because recall work, again, the parent company, the manufacturer, pays the dealerships for these types of things. It's called warranty work. And it's one of those issues where, well, warranty and recall work, but the pay rate is much lower than if they were to upsell the customer on a different type of usual service that is not covered under a warranty. So the dealerships aren't really happy about this either. Again, it also chisels away at the brand, which, I mean, Kia has come a long way. They used to be a joke. I mean, Jay Leno used to compare them to the reliability of a bobsled being tossed down a hill in the 90s. Now they have come a long way. They had one of the best warranties for years. I think it was like a 10-year, 10,000-mile powertrain warranty back when I was in the automotive committee, which, again, was unparalleled. That was great. And yet now you have these instances where, again, there's almost 500,000 vehicles being recalled because they didn't properly do a QA or quality assurance for a power seat module, and it could cause it to burst into flames. So you literally just have an expensive vehicle just sitting in your driveway now, which is ridiculous to say the least. So I gotta say, Kia having this type of recall affects nearly 500,000 of your SUVs. That is certainly the business blunder of the day. Thank you everyone for taking the time to tune in. Again, trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So if you could click that button, I would greatly appreciate it. Also, leave a thumbs up, thumbs down, or comment is a great way to give me some additional feedback, letting me make the show better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take the time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe, fight the good fight.